Good afternoon and welcome to the Windsor Star's Net News at Noon. I'm Craig Pearson with Don McArthur, bringing you the best from the paper and the web. Mayor Eddie Francis unveiled a proposal last night to designate the entire city under a community improvement plan so it would be easier to provide tax breaks to new businesses and to attract investment. He said the move would send a strong signal we're open for business. Asked if there was an investor waiting in the wings for such a tax break, Francis said yes, but would not elaborate.
Yeah, I was there for the scrum. It was all very mysterious. But anyway, we have the video of Francis talking about the proposal online, and as well, Vander, he's written a column about it in support of it. Make sure you check it out. In other council news, an Ellesmere Avenue resident, we wrote a story about this last week, but he's now threatening to sue Windsor City Council for its refusal to cut down this towering silver maple outside his home. He fears it's going to crash into his home and kill his child. It was quite a demonstration, presentation he made at council last night. Anyway, he might sue. He's angry.
Well, although meanwhile we should point out that the city has tested it and say it's perfectly healthy, so they're not going to cut it down.
Yeah, city says the tree's fine. They don't want to cut it down because the city only has 7% tree coverage right now, and we should have 12%.
Anyway, we have another video online of Windsor Police Chief Gary Smith. He made a brief presentation to council last night. He was talking about apparently the cramped conditions at the relatively new downtown police headquarters, and he suggested perhaps the police could expand to some land on Windsor Airport.
Yeah, and folks, if you missed City Council last night, if you were doing something else, get up to speed with our live chat replay. It's down in our editor's picks. We go to boring meetings so you don't have to. And lots of fun last night, lots of debates. Make sure you take part. We had 11 polls actually last night asking your opinion on stuff, including the canal, on Francis versus Limoges. If that happened, who you'd support, and as well we had little polls for all the individual wards, so make sure you take part next council.
In other news, housing starts in Windsor were actually up last month, and by quite a margin, and that is bucking a national trend where housing starts are going down.
And remember the swine flu?
Yeah, I guess I do.
Yeah, it's over. The World Health Organization, they announced today that the H1N1 pandemic is officially over. Now the virus caused chaos at the time, but last fall it peaked in Canada and really hasn't been making headlines since. But it's over.
It's funny, I thought it already was over, but now it officially is.
Official, yeah.
Windsor police arrested a man early this morning following some sort of altercation. It was a 32-year-old man, and he had a machete-like weapon on Bruce Avenue Park.
Yeah, scary stuff. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, and yesterday that news on the front page today, a suspicious package found in a West End home. It's being analyzed actually in Toronto this morning, so stay tuned for updates. We'll let you know what we find out.
Hey, talk about going out with a bang. Did you hear about this one?
This one's good.
Hey, a JetBlue flight attendant in New York City who became irate after an altercation with a passenger at JFK Airport. He actually sent out the inflatable chute that you slide down and jumped down it, but before he did, he swore over the intercom and he said, I've been in this business 28 years, I've had it, that's it. And down he went. And apparently this guy Stephen Slater was later arrested and charged with reckless endangerment and criminal mischief.
Yeah, I wish I could have been there to see that. I think one story said he threw back a couple of brews before he did it, grabbed 2 beers for the road, and stick around because that could happen here on the Net News one day. One of us might
yeah, but we're not doing a shoe, it's an inflatable bounce house. But
exactly, but we could time delay it out or something. Anyway, guys, big news across the river. Red Wings and owner Mike Ilitch and Pizza King he wants to do the triple play. He wants to buy the Pistons, valued at $479 million in a recent Forbes article. He wants to buy the Stones there and bring them from Auburn Hills back to downtown. He already owns the Tigers and the Wings.
Right, I think that's contingent on, well, of course, whether the deal was accepted, but also whether they'd build a new stadium downtown. So we'll see. But whether the Pistons should move from Auburn Hills to downtown Detroit is our poll of the day. So far, more than 84% of you say yes. Bring it to the D.
Exactly. All right, that's it?
Yeah.
All right, make sure you vote, folks, online and on your porch. We are the Windsor Star.